It's Wednesday, December 7, and time for the Barbados Today morning update. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. An unfortunate situation. That's how a Canadian couple that has been visiting Barbados for over a decade is describing the horrible stench and murky waters affecting the south coast. But Dwayne and Lizette Bell tell Barbados Today the situation is not enough to drive them away from the island. However, the couple is appealing to local authorities to take ownership of the situation and deal with it promptly.
I think they need to take responsibility for it. The fact that someone writes and is quoted in the newspaper as saying that's not sewage going in there, to me is the wrong thing to say. Say it's unfortunate, say we're investigating, and say we're going to look into fixing it. Don't wash your hands of it. Take ownership of it. I mean, this is a country that survives on, a lot of its industry is on tourism. And so by doing that, it makes you kind of wonder what else is there behind the scenes that you're not seeing if you peel it back. And it also makes you think, what can you trust of the government? And we've talked over the years about buying a place here. Our friend Russell, who's from here originally, he's been talking about investing in a place down here because he still owns his mum's place, but owning a place near here, and it's put him off as well.
Meantime, Health Minister John Boyce has apologized to business operators, residents and tourists who have been affected by the sewage problem. The minister issued the apology in Parliament yesterday, 24 hours after the opposition Barbados Labour Party appealed to the Prime Minister Freundel Stewart to intervene. Boyce, who is also the parliamentary representative for the area, told the lower house the technical team investigating the matter was ready to hand in its first report. He said government had also secured the necessary material to correct the problem at the sewage plant.
We certainly want to apologize to those who have been affected by failures of the system from time to time, and I hope that the point that we have reached in terms of our discussion with the teams from the different ministries will see us have this matter corrected for some time. So I'm comfortable in my mind that action is being taken in terms of procurement of the spares and the equipment required to carry out the immediate repair to the equipment at the South Coast Sewage Project so that plant can be fully operational.
The minister, however, rubbished concerns that the government was not treating the matter as a priority.
We must not curse our country when we have to manage these kinds of crises. And certainly I am with the opposition of the view, yes, we need to manage these crises. We need to bring our people on board in terms of the messaging and what we can expect. But to think that we are abandoning the health care and the environment of our people is far from correct. And if that is the message out there, I want to do my little bit in offering to the country the assurance that these matters are being handled. The Prime Minister is well on board. The Minister of Agriculture, who has responsibility for water, the Minister of Tourism and I spent a lot of time on Saturday together on the beach at Worthing working with the technical people about where do we go, how do we best manage this situation.
In other news this Wednesday, the paupers are plentiful, but the buyers are few. And it's for this reason local farmer Arthur Smith has resorted to virtually giving away his produce from the roadside. The St. Lucie farmer, who has specialized in pauper production for the last 15 years, sells to wholesalers and retailers. However, he's struggling to get his produce sold this year and has almost 2 tons on his hands.
I sell to some wholesalers, and some people that retail, I sell to them. But because of the influx of the imports, it is difficult because the importers have direct access to the hotels and the supermarkets.
So is this the first time that you've had a situation like this?
Yeah, I've been planning for about 15 years. And this is the second year that it happened this way, but I was not aware that it was the imports that was causing the problems. Because because the proposal start backing up on us, and then what I would do is just drive around and give them away. Carry them to the district hospital, carry them to the mental hospital, and whoever can give them to, I give them to. But it's only that I recognize now that the supermarket, when the backup start, I realized all the supermarket was filled with imported products.
Smith blamed the situation on an invasion of imported fruit.
I'm producing as some of the same guardians of the heritage of the country. It's allowing people going and borrowing for an exchange to allow merchants to bring in the things that we are producing and selling them. I consider it to be utter madness, or I would have to say swindle. And I think that it is very unfortunate at a time like this for people that should know better.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
But Maisie, this Christmas will be the best Belgian Christmas for we. Maisie, it is all because Republic Bank just like Santa Claus. Maisie, fix up the kitchen and a new TV we getting. A special time to commemorate. Republic will help you celebrate.
Get ready to celebrate 50 years of independence right through to the best Bajan Christmas ever with a Make It Happen loan of up to $50,000 from Republic Bank. Give your home a good old Bajan spooser, buy some new furniture and appliances, or take an after-holiday trip to visit loved ones over and away. You could also be one of our lucky winners to share in fabulous prizes. Just visit any branch to apply. Go to republicbarbados.com or call us at 227-2700. We're also available via Skype and FaceTime. Special conditions apply.
In Bajan style, it will be great with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Regionally, residents in Trinidad and Tobago are being told to expect aftershocks following yesterday's 6.1 magnitude earthquake. The quake occurred around 5:42 p.m. at a depth of 29 kilometers. Its center near Scarborough, Tobago. It was felt 16 kilometers south-southeast of Scarborough, 78 kilometers northeast of Arima, and 99 kilometers northeast of Port of Spain. Seismologist Dr. Joan Latchman spoke with the CNC3's Goldalee Bruce about the earthquake.
That size earthquake we have had south of Tobago in 1997, so this kind of activity, although Tobago does not have high-level background seismicity, we do see this type of earthquake in the Tobago area.
Was this something that could have been predicted, Ms. Latchman?
That is a big discussion, and I don't think we have time at this juncture to discuss seismicity in the Tobago area. Sufficient to say that we are not surprised by the occurrence of this earthquake, nor by its magnitude.
And finally, the days of the Islamic State controlling territory in Libya are over. That's according to the United Nations Special Representative for Libya, Martin Kobler. However, he told the UN Security Council, despite this development, there is still much to be concerned about.
Advances against terrorism have been made in both East and West. The Islamic State has shrunk from the entirety of Sirte to now just a few buildings. Also, they continue to be a threat. The days of the Islamic State controlling territory in Libya are over. While these developments are encouraging, there is much to be concerned about, and this is my second point. Still, the institutions of the Libyan political agreement work far below expectation. Also, the Presidency Council resides in Tripoli. The Government of National Accord has limited authority. Twice, proposed Government of National Accord lists were rejected by the House of Representatives. Cooperation within and between many of the institutions remain gridlocked.
And on that note, we come to the end of our news update. But for the very latest, visit us at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and the Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good morning.